So once we make that pact, I start slowly talking to him and I confront him about it. You know what I'm saying? I said, my manager's mom stays there. And whoever, and I know I said the lady, but I meant to say the lady's daughter said that's her boyfriend's car. So when I was talking to him, I said, my manager's mom stayed there. And according to my manager's mom, that girl's mother is saying that y'all together and y'all having a baby on the way. The first baby is not yours. So I know it's not your baby mama's because you already have a baby that's the age of that girl's baby. He's like, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe because I have homeboys that, that stay there. I go chill over there. So I don't know what they're talking about. I said, so how come the night that I was calling you, you wasn't answering my phone calls? But see, like back then too, I wasn't phone savvy either. So I didn't know how to block you. If I didn't want you calling my phone, I would just change my number. So he takes out his phone and he tells me to call him. So I call him. Mind you, it's ringing. I guess back in them days when they block you, it's still wrong. But I don't know if the difference between Android and because I didn't have an iPhone back then. So when I called him, like we're both looking at the phone, like, and you can hear the ring. Nothing, you didn't see my name come up, you didn't see my picture come up, nothing was coming up. So he's like, I told you, like my phone be having problems. When I tell you this man, he knew exactly what he was doing. Because when y'all find out about how many females he was talking to around this time, God has always protected me. Always. And I know I'm jumping the gun, but this is why and mind you, I didn't really finish about the cervical cancer because it didn't fully turn into cancer. I had to keep going to get a pap smear, not once a year, but twice a year because they wanted to monitor me. That's why I had to stay going to the doctor. And every time, like, mind you, I was on the ring when I found out I was pregnant. That's why when my period didn't come, because I had took out the ring and my period never started. Every single pregnancy that I got, we always got into the biggest arguments to the point where we would break up. Then I found out from his mom, he would end up catching the STD, but because he knew I went to the doctor all the time, he would create these narratives and he would create these explosives where we would like physically get into fights and he would beat the crap out of me because I was voicing my opinion. I tell you, let me continue on with the story. That's just a little snippet of what was going through. A little snippet of what I was going through. So when he's showing me this, I'm like, oh, now I feel stupid because like he's showing me like, so now I'm breaking down like, I'm sorry, I didn't know, like I really thought you was, like, but just like I told him, I was like, I'm gonna end up finding out anyway, so even if you're lying or telling me the truth, it's still gonna come out, because if there's a baby out there, you can't hide a baby for long. That baby's gonna pop up. I told him just like that. So I'm giving you a pass now because you're showing me, but you can't have a baby forever. So nobody knows. I mean, he tells his whole family. I don't tell nobody. Actually, we only told Jolene. I don't care. We only told Joe around this time. But then we started finding out about her situation and how Nixon was to her. she ends up finding out she's pregnant also. And mind you, and like that girl, that lady sacrificed so much. And it's like, to see the way them girls ended up like mistreating her, and like, it was just like so disgusting and sad. And it's really ridiculous that nobody want to really give her credit for anything that she did while they were up in when they were in Tampa in that one bread. Because this lady was sacrificed her child support she was getting for her only child that was getting child support. She made sure she would walk to the pantry. She would make sure, like, she really sacrificed a lot for them kids. Really did. Like, because even we're not friends now either. But people forget, especially ungrateful kids, forget who sacrificed. Because while their mom was living their best life and not giving two rats, and I don't care what they say or what her and her family got to say, but we seen it. We heard it. I just didn't want to be in the middle of it because I knew a lot of the truth. Because a lot of times, Joe will record a lot of stuff. She would record a lot of stuff. So to say that she was lying a lot of the time, she wasn't. And it was sad too. And I know I'm jumping the gun and getting off of it, but when my best friend ended up cutting off her mom, at first I was like, who cuts off their parents? But when I tell you, when you're seeking peace and you want to heal, and the person that's been causing you all the trauma, the person that's been causing you havoc in your life, is even if they're your mom or your dad, cut them off. Because now, like, I'm proud that my best friend did that, because her mom was a leech. She was so draining. Even for Joel, like, and then for her stepkids, like, treating her the way they did, and and they wanted to put her mom on a fucking pedestal because she abandoned them and went to go chase her dreams and still didn't give two fucks about them. Why Jolene had to basically drop all her dreams and hopes just to get abused and manipulated by a fucking narcissist. But then y'all want to put my name and want to tear my name down, and forgot how these people were talking about y'all up here in Tampa. But it was Jolene that was sacrificing to make sure y'all hair got done. Y'all went to school looking decent. Like, it pisses me off. And then to have my name smeared because of their dad. Who wasn't really a man, only took his kids because he didn't want to be on child support. Yo, I don't care if they gave birth to you. If they're the ones still causing havoc in your life, cut them people off. Because you'll never succeed. Never. We'll get back to the story.